I'm back in this bitch.
Y'all read the title, so you know what this video already is. It's Hood Stories episode 3. But before we get into all that, I want to say I appreciate every last one of you that are rocking with me right now. We on the 1K grind. We grinding for 1K. And secondly, number 2, to all the people that's reaching out because they want to play with me, they want to get some games in on the park, just add me on Xbox and hit me up when you see me on. Like a lot of times, if you see me on and I don't respond, it's because I leave my Xbox on. Trust me, I'm not ignoring you. I want to play with every single one of y'all. So starting today, I'm gonna start doing something called Sub Sundays, where if you're sub to me and you want to play, just send me a message on the Xbox, bro. And I promise you we will play. Now, if you send me a message and I don't respond to the message, I want you to understand I'm not ignoring you. It's one of two things. Either I'm in the middle of a game and I cannot stop to send you a message back, or I am not at my Xbox. I tend to do that a lot, where I leave my Xbox on when I fall asleep, or I'm not even in the house and my Xbox is just on. It's a bad habit. It runs up the electric bill, but you know what? It is what it is. But I promise you, if you send me a message and I'm at my Xbox, we will play. Or at the very least, I will try to play with as many of you as I can. And to everyone that plays on PS4, I want you to know I have a PS4. I just didn't cop 2K for PlayStation 4. I'm not one of these rich YouTube guys that could buy everything for both systems, so I focus on one system. The reason why I bought it for Xbox is because most of my friends in real life play Xbox. But then again, most of my friends don't even play 2K anymore. So you know what? I might end up copping it for PlayStation. I'll let y'all know if I do. And the third and final thing before we get into this story, I've been thinking about streaming. So if seeing me stream is something that any of y'all are interested in, go ahead, let me know down in the comment box. Now this story kicks off back in 2009 or maybe 2010. Now I know I'm giving y'all a bunch of stories from my teens, but you know what? That's when a lot of wild stuff happened to me, so that's what y'all get. But without further ado, let's jump into this story. Now this story kicks off when I was about 16 years old. Back then I played 2 sports and was known around town for being an athlete. So damn near everybody where I lived knew who I was. Now back then I had a friend named John who played on my high school football team with me. Now at that time, me and John's neighborhoods were at odds with each other, and he had to walk through my neighborhood to get home every day. Now I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but where I'm from, it's not really any gangs like that. You represent your hood, you represent where you're from. So if you from the north side, you rep the north side at all times. If you from the south side, you rep the south side at all times. It's not about colors, it's not about anything like that. It's simply where you're from. So anyway, one day after school at football practice, John asked me if we could walk home together because some dudes from my hood were bothering him. And at this point, I'm thinking, everybody knows me in my hood. He plays football, so everybody in his hood should know him. Not to mention the fact that most people that are into the street stuff don't really mess with kids that play sports. And that's like written in stone in the hood Bible somewhere, I swear. So I'm thinking, yeah, we should be straight. I'll walk you home, dog. So anyways, it's the beginning of winter. You know, after the daylight savings change, so it gets darker earlier in the day. So we start walking home after practice. I asked John, do you know the dudes from my hood who are bothering you? He said, nah, I don't know them. So then I asked him, do you know what they look like? Cause maybe I can talk to him and tell him to chill out and leave you alone. He says, nah, I don't really know what they look like, but they got dreads. Mind you, this the hood, so half of every nigga in the hood got dreads. I got dreads, bruh. That description don't help at all. But I'm like, whatever, I guess he just don't know who messing with him. So we keep walking. So we finally get through my neighborhood, and I'm like, bruh, you should be good from here, right? He like, nah, the dudes is messing with me are from a couple blocks up. And then it finally clicks. The people that are messing with him are not from my hood, they're from his. And then at this point, I'm thinking there's nothing I could do for him because the people messing with him are not from my hood. But you know what? I said I'll walk him, so I keep walking. And as we keep walking, we cross the next block. We see some dudes across the street at the corner store, and they mean mugging. So I ask him, are those the dudes? And he says, nah, so we keep walking. Next thing I know, I hear some tires skirt. Dudes pulled up in a minivan, about 7 deep in the minivan. They roll down the window, they ask me what the hell I'm doing in they hood. And all I can say is I'm with John, I'm with him. Now he should be able to give me a hood pass for his hood that'll protect me like I just did for him. Little did I know he was into some street stuff not too long back, and he had snitched on one of the people in the car. So these are the niggas that do not fuck with him. They're from his hood, he did something with them, and then he told on them. And for those of you that don't know, that is what snitching is. Snitching is if you do something with somebody and then you tell on that person to keep yourself out of trouble. It's not snitching if you're doing something illegal and an innocent bystander calls the police on you. That's not snitching. But anyways, that's neither here or there. So the dudes pulled up in the minivan. They asked what the hell I'm doing in they hood. And I said, I'm with John. Then a nigga in the back seat opens the back door. All I see is straight guns, my nigga. Straight straps. These niggas got some military weapons. They got rocket launchers from Call of Duty, all types of shit back there. And the nigga looks me dead in my eyes and says, you better get the fuck from around here. I look at him, I'm like, shit, you ain't gotta tell me twice, I'm gone. So that's when John looks at me and says, I'm good from here, I live right there. Alright, well I'm out of here. I start walking back home. And as I'm walking back home, I see those same dudes that were at the corner store before. They still there posted up. This time, they yell something across the street. I look back and all I hear is, these niggas were really trying to take my head off. Mind you, I'm a kid at the time. I've never been shot at. So my first instinct was to run, duck under cover. I jumped behind the car and I sat there till the shot stopped. Now that was a smart decision to get behind cover, but a very dumb decision at the same time. The dudes that were shooting, they ran down on me. They came around the car, and thank God the first person that came around the car was my homie that I went to school with. He instantly turned around and told everybody, chill, I know this nigga, he good. Dude really saved my life right there. If I hadn't known him from school, they probably would have killed me. So I get up off the ground and this nigga's dying laughing. He having a good time. And I'm like, bro, you almost killed me. That's some old bullshit. So I left. My adrenaline's pumping. I hauled ass home. I'm telling you, I never ran so fast in my life. If I ever ran that fast on a football field, I'd be in the NFL right now, on God. But anyways, that's the end of the story. That's how I almost died just by being a good friend. Tragic, I know. Moral of the story is, go to school every day. You never know, it could save your life. Except for on the day that a school shooter comes. On those days, you probably shouldn't have gone to school. But anyways, that's it. If you enjoy Hood Stories episode 3, go ahead, hit the like button, drop a comment. Let me know if you think I should have did something different in the situation or whatever. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I will be doing Hood Stories every Sunday from now on. It's officially a part of the schedule now. It's locked in. So be sure to tune in every Sunday. And if you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell icon so you know when I drop. And if you aren't already, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm following everybody back right now. The link is in the description. That's it, and I'm out.